Just got back from eating dinner with my kids, and I got to tell you the story. Okay, so every single time the waitress comes to my table and she brings me the check, and you write down what your tip is going to be, it always immediately flashes me back to when I was a waitress, and I was waitressing at the Cheesecake Factory. And I remember every single time waitressing just thinking, oh, I hope I get a good tip, because I was always like short of rent, like $50 short of rent. If I could just get one good tip, I could make my rent and I could relax and I could not have to worry about just stressing out all the time. And I would sit in the back room at the end of the shift and I would eat the free bread and soup, because you got free bread and soup when you were a waitress there. And I would just think, this cannot be how I live my life. Just on the edge, always worried about paying my rent. Now I've created this crazy multi-million-dollar company, right? I sit down and I get the check and I look at the tip line. I always tip 100%. It's not because I'm trying to be flashy. I just look at my waitress and I feel like this was me. And I don't know what situation they're in. They could be totally fine. But for me, in my head, I know that waitressing was one of the hardest things I ever had to do. And I did it for years. And so for me, it's just like, maybe they're fine, but maybe they are $50 away from making their rent this month, and one good tip could give them so much relief. And this is why it's amazing to grow a big business, because you can go out, you can take your kids to a nice steakhouse, and then you could tip the waitress or waiter 100% tip. This is literally the best part about being a business owner and growing a successful business. It's not like the other crap people talk about. It's being able to do things like this.